everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Lori. I think it should be Wednesday when I'm recording this. I don't know, because I should be in LA right now, so this may just be all a simulation. I hope I'm there. I hope I'm having a great time. I'm sure I am. So I wanted to talk to you today about sleep. That's right, sleep. Karen over on Instagram and a few other people have like, oh my gosh, I struggle with my sleep. Most of you know I've always had sleep issues, but I also studied a lot of human behavior, and I work with some sleep doctors and stuff like that to kind of help people when they have like the anxiety through the insomnia and like why it's here. To understand that is just so fascinating. I mean, really think about this. Like, you go to sleep, essentially you go unconscious, and then you don't die, and then you wake up. Like, that's fascinating. That's amazing. And see, that should never freak you out. If that gave you anxiety, book a session with me, because it's just part of that. And insomnophobia is a thing, which is the fear of sleep. It's a for real thing. So, but we can work through it, I promise. But here's the thing with sleep. It's funny. If you don't have good sleep for a long period of time, it causes a lot of problems, from heart problems to blood pressure problems to mood problems. I mean, the list is endless. It causes high cortisol, and that increases the weight gain. There's so much that happens. So people have asked, what do I do? And a lot of you know that I do my edibles at night, right? So I do. It's not just CBD, it's the CBD and THC. And it works really well for me. Now, as a person who has anxiety, I know like marijuana really well. So not all marijuana is created equal. So don't just go to Bob down the street and get some skunk weed and think that all of a sudden it's going to be effective, because you don't know what's in it. So there's terpenes and there's a whole bunch of things. So I have a good art and science down to that. So if you struggle with understanding it, do let me know. But if you're in a good dispensary, the bud tenders will really help you with this. But I like to take mine a couple hours before bed. And now I guess I've created a little bit of a tolerance, so I can take it any like 4 or 5 o'clock and it's fine. But this doesn't mean off rip I need you guys getting panicked, because I don't know what meds you're taking. This isn't to say go run out to the dispensary today. You want to make sure that it's not going to contraindicate with anything. I take my Zoloft. It does not affect me. This does not mean it may not affect you. So you want to be, talk to your doctor and talk to your bud doctor, because there's two, they can kind of be the same thing. But here's the other rule of thumb. So let's say you're not taking the CBD and THC, and see, I've tried CBD by itself, and it doesn't give me the effect that the others do. And it's been extremely helpful. But here's the secret. You want to do your data dump journal. I talk about those 5 journals. You got to do your data dump journal. It's the little journal that sits by the side of your bed. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to have any prompts. You could be thinking about camels having humps. You could be thinking about the electric bill. You could be thinking about Jason Momoa. You can be thinking about all of those things, but dump them in there, because your brain typically, especially if you haven't been consistent in this practice, when you start doing your journals and your meditations, all that stuff, that chatter in your head goes way down. I didn't say all the way off. I said way down, and I mean way down. So you must be consistent with it, as that helps you in all areas of your life. Here's a rule of thumb. I don't care if you want to do it. You say you want to learn more about the sleep thing. I'm going to tell you. You ain't going to like it a lot, but here it is. So if you cannot fall asleep, or if you've woken up and you can't go back to sleep after 20 minutes, get out of bed. Get out of bed. Don't lay there and clock watch and go, if I go to sleep now, I'll have 6 hours sleep. If I go to sleep now, I'll have 3 hours sleep. I should be okay. I can get coffee. Why are we doing that? You got to get out of bed. That's right. Go into a room with a dimmer light. Don't just start blaring lights. Do not, under any circumstances, get on your phone. No social media, no phone, preferably no TV. I will pull out my crochet or my curse word coloring book or something, usually my journal, right? But if I've done and I'm still not tired, stop fighting sleep. See, you're fighting sleep. You're like, I need to have sleep. Now you create anxiety around sleep. Somnophobia with sleep phobia. That's what I told you yesterday. Or did I tell you that earlier? I don't remember. It's all running together. But the somnophobia that you get about sleep now creates a bad environment around sleep in general, the bedroom and everything. So you want to nurture it. But here's the thing. Stop forcing yourself to go to sleep. Your body will at some point go to sleep, as much as you don't think it will. I promise it will. But another thing to do, an hour before bed, stop going on your phone. Your social media really isn't that deep. You guys know, like, you see me on here and you see I'm recording, and this is taking me over an hour to record all of these for the week. And that's fine, because I'm not on the social media. I'm doing something to create content, so you have good content that you can listen to, so you can help yourself. But I'm not going to sit there and just scroll endlessly for hours on end. People would be surprised. I'm not on outside of my lives on Sunday and Tuesday. that I do for TikTok. I'm not on my socials like that. Nah, I am on my Insta stories, but Insta stories is nothing. It's just like I'm out, I'm taking pictures or a quick word. Other than that, no, because it doesn't serve a purpose. So do not, your phone ain't that deep. It's not that important. Put that phone in the other room. Put on do not disturb. Do those things. Stop saying you want to do better and then you don't do them. I don't care if it's hard, do it anyway. And this will help your sleep. And then it creates a better atmosphere with sleep when you're not chasing sleep. So you got to be careful of chasing. Remember what I said about manifestations. So be careful of constantly running and chasing and running and chasing. That's never going to serve your best and highest good. So a good thing, like I said, preferably to me, I like to take my edibles at night. It may not be for everybody. That's perfectly fine. But there's so many other things that you can do. An hour before bed, get off your socials, get off your television. I mean, it's okay. Like, I kind of will have the TV going while I'm crocheting and I'm not really paying attention to it. And sometimes it's the crocheting that I'm watching. So it's just kind of on as noise. But an hour before bed, hard pass. Okay, your social media is not that important. It's not going anywhere. You're not missing out on anything. So making sure you have your data dump journal, and after 20 minutes, if you cannot sleep, get up, sit with yourself. Don't force it. I don't care if you got to get up in 3 hours. You laying in bed trying to stress yourself and go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, 2 hours, go to sleep, go to sleep. That's not, there's no productivity. And now you've just created a worse relationship with sleep. No. So go get some rest, but make sure that you're doing the work. You want to have a steady practice of wellness every single day. You must have a routine in that, and it will alleviate that chatter way down.